Welcome to part 1 of how to make claymation. First, let's grab some clay and roll it into a ball. Now add some simple eyes and a big friendly smile. Small movements and lots of photos are the secret. Welcome back to part 2 of claymation. First, we need to build a simple wire armature. Now we just cover it with our clay. Make small movements and take a picture. And that is it! Welcome back to part 3 of our claymation guide. Now we add details to our character. Place your figure on the stage. We will use this stop-motion app. Make small movements for every frame. Let us press shoot. Welcome back to part 4. Today, we make our clay character walk. Move your figure just a tiny bit for every frame. Then press capture on your app. Welcome to part 5 of claymation. Today, we are bringing our character to life. Move your figure just a tiny bit between each shot. Now you are ready to hit that record button. Welcome to part 6 of claymation. Let's create a talking mouth. Carve out a small shape like this. Change shapes frame by frame, like for part 7. To part 7 of our claymation guide. Today, let's make our character smile. We just nudge the clay ever so slightly between frames. Don't forget to use onion skinning. Follow for part 8. Welcome to part 8 of our claymation series. Today, we will focus on making small, smooth movements. Always check your playback to see the magic come to life. Keep practicing and make sure to follow for more tips. Welcome to part 9 of Culé animation. Today, we are bringing this little guy to life. Remember to make small movements between each frame. Happy sculpting! Today, we're making DIY picture frames. First, apply glue to the corners. Hold them tight until they bond. Now for my favorite part, adding color. Perfect! 10 of our claymation series. Today, we will animate our character. Make small movements between every single shot. Now press the capture button. Move it again and repeat. Now we just tie the corners. This gives it that perfect rustic look. And there it is, ready for your favorite memory. Now we just tie off the corners with some twine. I like to add a little leaf for decoration. And there it is, your perfect rustic frame. Today we are making picture frames. All you need are some sticks and some twine. First, let us cut them down to size. Make sure you have 4 equal pieces. Like and follow for part 2. Welcome back to part 3 of our Sonic Punch embroidery. Today we are finally filling in those iconic blue spikes. Remember to keep your stitches together for a plush look. Look at how this texture is really coming together. Follow final reveal in the next part. Back to part 6 of making stick frames. There we go, just tie it off and it is ready. Welcome back to part 5 of making rustic frames. Let me know what you think of this finished frame. Now we just tie the corners with twine. And there it is, a perfect rustic frame. Welcome back to part 4 of Punching Sonic. Today we are finally filling in his iconic blue quills. Look at how satisfying this texture is turning out. Follow for the final reveal. Let's make a Sonic. First, I'm outlining his iconic spikes with this vibrant blue yarn. Keep your stitches close together for a clean look. Now, let's fill in the muzzle with some cream. Part 1 is looking great. Follow for part 2. Welcome back to part 11 of making stick frames. Today, we are using twine to secure the corners. Just use a simple diagonal lash to hold it tight. There we go, a perfect rustic frame for your art. Welcome back to part 10 of making stick picture frames. Today, we are finishing this rustic beauty. Just secure the corners with some twine like this. Follow for part 11 to see the final reveal. All right, this is part 8, tying the last corner. Look at how beautiful this natural wood looks. You can frame your favorite nature views. Just slide your picture right into the back. Follow for more outdoor crafts. Welcome back to part 9 of our nature crafts. Today, we're finishing our rustic stick frame. Just secure the corners with some twine like this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now we just lock the corners in place with some twine. This gives it that perfect rustic look for part 7. Follow for more easy outdoor crafts.
Welcome back to part 2 of our arcade build. Now we insert the joystick into the pre-drilled slot. Secure it with 4 wood screws from underneath. In the next video, we'll handle the wiring.
Let's frame our Sonic Punch Needle. Part 9 is all about adding that rustic touch. Grab some sticks and twine. Tie the corners securely. Just like that. Welcome to part 7. Let's make a rustic frame for our Sonic embroidery. Grab 4 sticks and tie the corners with twine. Just crisscross it like this to make it sturdy. And there it is, a perfect DIY frame.
Ever wanted to build your own arcade cabinet? Part 1 is all about planning and marking your cuts. Carefully follow your template for that perfect retro shape. Follow for part 2 where we assemble the frame.
Welcome to part 7. Let's make a rustic frame for our Sonic embroidery. Grab 4 sticks and tie the corners with twine. Just crisscross it like this to make it sturdy. And there it is, a perfect DIY frame.
Let's build a rustic arcade cabinet. First, we need big branches. Secure the base with twine. Soft joysticks.
Welcome back to part 8 of our Sonic craft. Today we're making a rustic frame using sticks and twine. Just lash the corners together with a crisscross knot. And there it is, ready to hang. Today we are making a frame for our Sonic project. Grab some sticks and tie the corners with twine. Glue the punch needle piece right to the back. And that is it, your rustic frame is complete.
Welcome to part 6 of our arcade build. Today we are finally installing the joysticks. Pop the stick through and secure it with screws. Welcome to part 5 of our arcade build. Now we connect the Quick Connect terminals to the joystick. These plug right into the zero delay USB encoder. Just like that, and we're ready for buttons. Welcome back to part 4 of our build. Today, we're installing the joysticks. Secure the base with 4 small wood screws. Pop on the ball top, and you're ready for part 5.
Welcome back to part 5 of our Sonic craft. Today we are making a rustic frame using sticks. Just lash the corners tightly with some twine, and there it is, a perfect frame for our favorite hedgehog.
Welcome back to part 5. See you in part 6. Welcome back to part 4. Now we are framing the screen, the next part. See you in the next part. Welcome back to part 3 of our arcade build. Now we pop in the joystick and secure it. Connect the wires to the encoder board. There it is, looks great and feels solid. Follow for the final part. Welcome back to part 4 of our arcade build. Next, we'll get this screen wired up.
Welcome back to part 5 of making this frame. We are finally gluing our wood sticks together. Carefully press it down to make sure it sticks. And that is how you frame your Sonic punch needle. Welcome back to part 10. Let's frame our Sonic punch needle. Grab some sticks and tie the corners. Just use twine to secure it. Look at how cool this looks.
Welcome back to part 3 of our build. Today, we're framing out the main cabinet structure. I'm fitting this twig joystick right in here. Let's see how it all comes together. Welcome back to part 2. Now we pop in the joystick. Let's slide in the screen. We are ready to play.